Okay, girls, in this part of the lecture, we will discuss the achievement of Al-Tutmash. The first we will discuss his conquest. Number one conquest was against the Maliks and Amirs. In the first instant, Al-Tutmash, when he became the ruler, he took very strong action against all the nobles, the Maliks, Amirs, who revolted against him and refused to recognize his sovereignty. He marched with the force against him and subjugated them. Secondly, Tajuddin Yildiz, he was also defeated. Tajuddin Yildiz has been acting as the ruler of Ghazni since Muhammad Ghori's death. And after the death of Qutbuddin Aibak, he wanted to make himself sovereign not only in Ghazna but in India. That's why when he learned about the accession of Sultan Al-Tutmash, he marched with a big force and occupied Lahore and proceeded towards Delhi. But what happened? Al-Tutmash marched against him, and in the Battle of Tarain, the ruler Tajuddin Yildiz, he was defeated by Sultan Al-Tutmash and he was arrested by him. After that, he was imprisoned in the fort. He was imprisoned in the fort and where he was executed. Thirdly, in 1217 to 1227, Nasiruddin Qabacha, who was very big, he captured a lot of areas of Sindh and Punjab. He held a lot of power, but Sultan Shamsuddin Al-Tutmash was determined to take action against Qabacha. और ये जो नासिरुद्दीन कबाचा है बेटा, इसने मुल्तान में और उसके गिरदो नवा के इलाके उसमें अपने आप को इंडिपेंडेंट डिक्लेयर भी कर लिया था और इसके अलावा पंजाब के भी कुछ इलाके इसने ले लिए थे. So after some time, when Qabacha reasserted the authority, Al-Tutmash again marched against him. At first, he was defeated in 1217 by Sultan Shamsuddin Al-Tutmash, and for 10 long years he did not rise against Al-Tutmash. But after 10 years, he reasserted his authority in 1227. Then Al-Tutmash had to again march against him. Qabacha at first offered resistance at Bhakkar, but he ran away from the fight and he was drowned in the Indus River. So it was an end of Nasiruddin Qabacha in 1227. Now coming to the suppression of Bengal. In Bengal, Ali Mardan Khan, he had also declared himself independent and he did not accept Al-Tutmash when he was succeeded to the throne. He had been succeeded by Awaz Khan, who too considered himself as an independent. Like Ali Mardan Khan did not even have time to fight a war with Al-Tutmash, whereas his son Awaz Khan, he also turned himself independent and he also marched against Sultan Shamsuddin Al-Tutmash, but Al-Tutmash defeated him and he submitted and agreed to pay a tribute. But after some time, he again revolted. At that time, Sultan Shamsuddin Al-Tutmash again had to send a lot of forces under his son Nasiruddin Mahmud. Awaz was defeated and killed, and in this way Bengal was also conquered by Sultan Shamsuddin Al-Tutmash. Now coming to the accession of very important states. These states were the Rajput states of Gwalior, Malwa, Ujjain and Ranthambore. In 1231, Al-Tutmash marched against the Rajput states. At first he attacked Gwalior and besieged the fort. यानी besieged का मतलब है महासरा करना, और इसने जो है वो किले का, ग्वालियर के किले का 11 महीने तक महासरा किया. but he was successful in defeating the ruler of Gwalior, Mangaldev, and then he marched against Malwa. He easily conquered Ujjain, and after that he conquered Ranthambore and Mandu. So the Rajput states were also conquered, and that gave rise to a very strong empire under Sultan Shamsuddin al-Tutmish.